You're listening to Podcast PXN,
a video game podcast,
delivering player experience news.
Let's go! What's up, guys, and welcome to Podcast PXN, episode 325. I am one of your hosts, Daniel Prindle, aka Dan is DTM on still Twitter, and I'm joined over Discord by the Nintendo aficionado and hardcore casual himself, Roshan Warner at Roro.
Hello.
Hello. We are also joined by our Embark Laser. I don't know why that felt weird for me to say for some reason. And my fellow Spartan, Gage Dempster at Gilbo Biggins.
reporting for duty, sir. I think it's because you left out the resident, which has been like a staple of your delivery.
Oh, yes. That is why. Normally I read it and I was just like, I was attempting to go off memory
this time.
And clearly a mistake. Clearly. But alas, here we go. Thank you to everyone watching us live and participating in the chat. Just as a reminder, we are live each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on youtube.com/@podcastpxn and twitch.tv/podcastpxn as well. Guys, we've got a little bit of housekeeping real quick. Early copies of Resident Evil Requiem are in the wild, everyone. The game is 9 days away. Stay safe out there. Don't get it spoiled for you.
I'm excited. I am excited, and I have been seeing...
Me too.
Not seeing the spoilers, but I'm seeing that there are spoilers out there, and I've been very due diligent to make sure that I go in fresh.
Yes, absolutely. Very excited. All right. The topic of the show this week, guys, is the PlayStation State of Play announcements from last week. This is Sony's big February event that they seemingly are doing every year now. So let's dive into what Sony has showed off for us. We got Christian in the chat too. Hello, Christian. Okay. Let's see. All right, so the first announcement here, Kena Scars of Cosmora has been announced with a release date of 2026. Of course, this is the sequel to Kena Bridge of Spirits. It is a 3D action platformer from the developer Ember Lab. I don't know if you guys played the original or not, but
Missed out on it.
missed out.
Yeah, I also missed out on it, but I saw that it's on PC, the first one. So maybe I check it out. It is on sale as well right now.
Huge.
It's half off. So yeah, I always thought the art style was really pretty. It's really like I think the studio is led by like Pixar alumni, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong on that one, but like animation industry folk. So it makes sense. But the art style has always really impressed me for the Kena games.
And critically, it did pretty well. 82 on OpenCritic. Although Christian's in the chat saying you guys did not miss out on anything. So I don't know.
Oh damn!
I don't know.
It's cool that they're able to make a second one, even if that is the case. Maybe they like the sequel's better.
Sure. Yeah.
It's true for many games. That's true for many games. They find their footing in the second or third one.
That's true. We'll talk about one here in a little bit when we talk about our 2025 OpenCritic score predictions that we had, the results from that. Talk about a sequel that did quite a bit better. Okay. Ghost of Yotai Legends got a release date trailer of March 10th, coming alongside patch 1.5. Going to be a multiplayer mode similar to Ghost of Tsushima's Legends mode as well, teaming up with 4 players. Gage is going to lose his shit for this. Not really, because he's already played it, but Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is coming to PC on March 19th. We got a trailer announcing the release with DualSense controller support. upscaling and frame generation, as well as ultra-wide support.
Very cool. I'm interesting to see what the Steam reviews will be for this one. But I don't think I'll be playing it again.
That's fair. We have Kirik in the chat now combating Christian, saying Kenna is my most anticipated game. He can't wait for it. So there you go.
Kirik is on average much more base than Christian, so I'm leaning towards Kenna being a good game.
Shots fired. Our next announcement here, Bad Robot Games shared another gameplay trailer for 4 Loop. Actually, this might be the debut gameplay trailer. I think the first one was just an announcement. Game director Mike Booth showcased several emergent systems present in the upcoming cooperative shooter. The gameplay overview ends with a call for interested parties to sign up for play testing. This is the game from previous Left 4 Dead people. So we'll see how that pans out.
Is this the trailer that looked exceptionally bad?
I think yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
just wanted to refresh my memory.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
We'll see how it goes.
A Pragmata demo is available now. The game is coming out on April 24th for PS5 and Xbox, Switch 2, and PC. So we got a new look at that. I know Ro's excited for Pragmata.
I am, yeah. I'm excited for a new Capcom IP. I like what I've seen so far. I have a feeling that I also like these like dad-daughter-esque stories. So I know I'm probably going to cry by the end of it. But yeah, I think it'll be cool. I'm excited. Have my hopes set high for this one.
Hell yeah. Then we got a new trailer for Resident Evil Requiem, which showed Leon returning to the Raccoon City Police Department. That game is out next Friday, and
he looks maxing. Did you guys see the outfit he's wearing with his skin tight little Henley shirt he's got on? Yeah.
A lot of I've seen speculation online. This was before this week, so this isn't like people saw spoilers or anything. Just to preface, I saw this like last week or maybe the week before. People are speculating, or actually, I guess it was after this trailer, so Thursday. People are speculating: is Leon going to die in the place where it all began, in the police department? Because he ain't looking too good in these trailers.
It looks like I don't know if this is supposed to be revealed, but like I feel like they're doing it a little sloppy. I don't even know if I should say this. This is just my own theory. Do you want me to say it, Dan? I have a feeling I'm right though.
If it's your theory, yeah, go for it.
I swear that some of the angles that it shows him, it looks like he's got like a bite on his neck.
He has an infection. Yeah, you can definitely see it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then yeah. I think he's totally. Yeah. I think that's gonna be the big like send off with this game. That's gonna have fans talking about it. Where it's like we're gonna see Leon die on screen. 100%.
I think it's too pointed.
It'd be devastating.
I think it's too pointed in all these trailers. It's too obvious. I think that it's a complete veil. I don't think it's actually gonna. I think they're just fucking with people. Like I think,
Yeah. I was gonna say with Japanese, with the Japanese like storytelling, like totally, I could see like, yeah, that he makes it out of it too. That could happen. I'm definitely leaning towards. I think he's gonna die, but I could totally see some sort of like, at the end of the second act, Leon quote unquote dies, and then the third act is like Grace getting some sort of magical serum to bring him back or something like that.
Right. All right. Then we got a look at a new remaster, which is Legacy of Kain Defiance. It is a remaster coming on March 3rd to current and last-gen consoles, as well as Switch 1 and 2 and PC. This is the final chapter of the Soul Reaver saga, first released in 2003. Never played them. So.
Me neither.
Strategy RPG Brigandine Abyss has been announced with a release date of 2026. This is the next installment of Happenance strategy RPG series. It's coming later this year with over 100 unit classes and 6 mainline stories. A lot of stories. Holy.
It's a lot of stories. For the right price, I would play a game like this, but I've never played the older games, so I don't know how good these games are. But from what I've seen in the comments, people are excited for it, the people who have played those older games, but I am not one of them.
Me either. Dead or Alive 6 Last Round is coming to PS5. Pretty self-explanatory, but it features the game's various DLC characters and an improved photo mode as well. Tecmo also announced new characters and costumes are arriving in future updates, and there's also a free-to-play version of Dead or Alive 6 Last Round available at launch for curious players. I'm wondering how that's going to work. Free-to-play version.
Bro, how do we feel about the reveal trailer for this one?
For the new one that's coming out?
Yes.
Yeah, great. Yeah, wonderful.
The graphical fidelity has come a long way.
The physics, yeah. My goodness.
The bouncing physics.
Dead or Alive. Yeah, they have a new project as well, Dan, at the end of this one for six Last Round. They announced a new one with what's her name's, forgot. I don't want to say what's her name's and then say her boobs. That sounds even worse than it obviously is. But I do forgot the character's name. But yeah, they revealed it with her boobs.
Okay.
And I was here for it.
We were all here for it, except I didn't see it.
All
So.
here for it. You didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it.
You're missing out, Dan. You're missing out.
I was going to say it's hard to miss, but okay.
Okay. Remedy has shown off a new Control Resonant gameplay trailer. We got a brand new look at the game coming this year at some point. No release date just yet. They did show some very interesting mechanics in this, which I loved. Seeing like how you can manipulate like how your character stands in the environment, like the environment turns as you're like turning with it, so like you can go on the side of a building and then it like manipulates to your perspective. Like it's very interesting how they're kind of warping your perspective in this. I really like that. They've never made a bad game either.
Agreed.
What's that, Gage? What was that?
Nothing. I refrained from comment, actually.
Okay.
I'm in enemy territory right now.
Yeah. Christian will be in the chat typing furiously to agree with me about that. Co-op action RPG Crimson Moon has been announced coming fall 2026 to all the platforms. We got an announcement trailer here. So, new cooperative action RPG showing 2 characters fighting skeletal armies in decadent cathedrals. Beautiful decadent cathedrals. Christian, of course, is in the chat defending you, Gage, saying Firebreak was literally last year. Okay, Christian. Okay.
Oh.
Let me rephrase. Remedy's never made a bad single player game. Thank you. I'll rest my case on that. Thank you. We got another look at Beast of Reincarnation. We just saw it at Xbox's event, and here we are seeing it again at the PlayStation event. We got a release date of August 4th. Game Freak's upcoming action game. I think it looks good, personally. See. Pokemon developer. All right, then we got a throwback, guys, to the past. Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition has released. It was a stealth drop on February 13th for all the platforms, except for Switch 2, ironically enough. It only came to the original Switch. Don't quite understand that, but... So yeah, this special edition features an interactive documentary and museum-like elements and includes Rayman's 5 original versions. You can explore the platforming mascot's history, or add it to your physical collection on June 26th. So physical version coming a little later, but available now. We got Mina the Hollower got an announcement that it's getting a new demo, or rather got a new demo. It's out now. The game is coming out spring 2026, and if you want to play it, go play that demo. From this is from Yacht Club Games, right?
Mm-hmm. It is.
There you go. Nomada Studios Neva is getting a prologue DLC coming February 19th, which is tomorrow, to a bunch of platforms. Swordsman Alba and her young wolf cub Neva return in a new DLC titled Neva Prologue. DLC coming tomorrow. We've got Yaku Shinobi Ops coming in 2027 for PlayStation 5. This is from Acquire and Suisha Games. It's a new cooperative stealth game with an unexpected twist, an isometric camera. Infiltrate a Japanese castle town as one of 4 ninjas, each with seemingly unique abilities, while evading or assassinating demonic-looking guards. This is a cool little art style one.
This one could be something. This one could be something.
Yeah. It almost reminds me of like the original Fallout art style, Fallout 1 and 2. That kind of a little bit. Krafton has announced Project Windless, which is a video game adaptation of The Bird That Drinks Tears, which is a Korean novel about a rooster fighting off armies of zealots with its twin blades. I literally saw this game and I thought that this game was going to be a sequel to frick. What's the one where you play as
Biomutant?
No.
The rabbit one?
No, frick. You play as like an ape.
Oh, Wukong?
Wukong, thank you. I thought it was a sequel to Wukong. Yeah, but it is clearly not. It looked crazy. All the enemies on the screen, it looked like a shitload of enemies just freaking getting bloodied up all over the place.
The Bird That Drinks Tears is a tough name. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a cool name.
Would you wonder why wouldn't they just call the game that? If it's based on that.
I don't know. Too long, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe not marketable.
Yeah.
Interesting. Then we got a look at gameplay from Star Wars Galactic Racer coming from Lucasfilm. It is coming this year. We got to look at all of the crazy pod racing vehicles we're gonna be using when this game comes out.
This looks fun, man. This looks fun.
Yeah.
You can see the Burnout DNA in this.
Yep. Some former Burnout.
I heard that there's
devs.
going to be a story mode.
Oh.
Sorry? Yeah, I heard that there's going to be a story mode today. I saw on Twitter like they say they released more details uh on the game, and the story mode apparently is one of the features, which is pretty neat.
Oh wow. Okay.
I did see something else that actually got me really excited, and it was crazy that just reading this one thing is like a huge breath of fresh air nowadays. But they said they're not going to have seasons, and it's not live service. And they're like, no, you buy it,
Oh,
and
that's
then
it.
you get the product. And I was like, wow, that sounds incredible. That sounds so good.
So you finished the game before you shipped it. Wow,
There's a start and end. That's amazing. Wow.
that's crazy. Impressive.
Impressive.
I'm
Oh,
excited though. It looks cool. Burnout is awesome.
Here comes. Oh my God. Kirik said Colonel Sanders would be proud. And then I've got Christian coming back at me in the chat. Korea and China famously the same. All right. I was saying just because of the main character being a fucking chicken. I was like, okay.
True.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
Let's all laugh at Gage on this one, since Gage has this game on his fantasy critic. 007 First Light gets another trailer, releasing May 27th. Actually, I was kidding, because I actually thought that this was one of the best trailers.
I was going to say, this is the best trailer that we've seen so far, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree.
Sleeper, dude. If I get 79, I'll be happy, and I think we can get that. I think we can get there.
We'll see. Definitely looks a little better to me in this trailer, but
it's also the story trailer, so not as much gameplay.
that's true. Kirik says, I pre-ordered the 007 limited edition, comes with a gold mask. Hell yeah.
Huge.
You know what's funny? There's also an edition that has a golden gun from GoldenEye, which I don't quite understand why, because like this isn't GoldenEye, so I don't quite understand why they have the golden gun as the special edition, but I pre-ordered it the second it was announced because I thought it was going to be super rare, and then like months later it was still available, and I'm like, yeah, I actually don't need this in this game. It hasn't been speaking to me, so I may not even get the game itself anyways, so obviously canceled it, but anyways, just thought that was a funny aside there. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2 has been revealed. A lot of people have been waiting for this day, and it has finally come. It is coming out August 27th on PS5, Series X and S, Switch 1 and 2, and PC. Konami is bringing back Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker together in this collection. I believe the first time that Metal Gear Solid 4 has been on any other platform other than PS3. So exciting that that we're getting these options coming back. Complete the Master Collection. I wonder if are they going to do a Volume 3 and just have that prologue that was for MGS 5 and MGS 5 together and call it Master Collection Volume 3.
Well, that would be the craziest version of that. But they haven't remade Metal Gear Solid 1 and they haven't remade 1 and 2 yet, have they?
Well, these are the Master Collections, so they're not remade, they're just ports basically. So the first okay. so the first Master Collection had MGS 1, 2, and 3 in it, and then this is Master Collection 2. But yeah, the remake they only made Snake Eater, so
which is the third game.
Yeah. But I think in chronologically, I think it's the first, like chronologically
in terms of in-game, in-game story,
yeah. Okay. Christian said the MGS4 revisionism is nearly upon us. Incredible. Okay. Darwin's Paradox is getting a demo that is out now, actually. The release date for this game is on April 2nd. This is the upcoming puzzle platformer following the misadventures of a young octopus. This game just looks goofy, but it looks fun. Then we got a brand new announcement here. Castlevania Belmont's Curse has been announced coming in 2026. Konami has tapped acclaimed indie developers Motion Twin and Evil Empire to create a new 2.5D Castlevania title set 23 years after Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. The project is scheduled to be released later this year. Time to go back to Castlevania.
We have to go back.
We have to go back. Jack, we have to go back. All right. Silent Hill Townfall gets its first full-length trailer. The release is coming this year. Konami revealed the first look of gameplay from Annapurna Interactive and Screenburn. The trailer showcased the protagonist Simon waking up in St. Amelia, an oceanside town dotted with scattered, weather-worn protest signs. And not much is known about Simon, of course, but he appears to be wearing a hospital band and an IV is still in his arm, waking up just like Rick did.
Just like Jim did, you mean? Jim did it first, don't forget.
Who's Jim?
Jim is Cillian Murphy in 28 Days Later.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where you were going with that.
That wasn't even that was a total aside. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I've just played Silent Hill 2, so I've just gotten into the Silent Hill franchise, so I don't have a dog in the fight. I would be curious to know what fans are thinking in terms of like, because I think this is now the second Silent Hill game that is called Silent Hill that does not take place in Silent Hill. So I'd be curious to know how fans think about this, if they're going to be like, hey, are we ever going back to the thing that the franchise is named after? Because I know the first 4 games take place in Silent Hill, which is like in and of itself some sort of entity / town. But then you have like Silent Hill : something, and it doesn't take place in Silent Hill. It's interesting. I think it just comes back to my many complaints about branding nowadays, where it's like, take a chance and like, even if it's in the same universe, like, you know, maybe just call it Townfall. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just interesting when it's like, yeah, Silent Hill, but this isn't Silent Hill. But
Kinda
it is, but it's not but it isn't.
Kind of like Remedy does with their universes, because Alan Wake is in the same universe as Control. 2 different styles of gameplay, but
right. And if it was called Alan Wake : Control, that would drive me nuts in the same way. That would, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I don't know if it. Oh
no, you're good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I haven't played the Silent Hill games, but as Gage was saying, that I've seen like discussions about it, and I don't know if it's changed as the series goes on, but like maybe I've seen people say that Silent Hill is like a concept, like it was a place, but then it becomes like a metaphor for whatever the protagonist is dealing with, like with the Silent Hill F and whatever this game is. I don't know if that's true, but that's just the discussions that I've seen. I don't know if it's because of what you're saying that people have latched onto that, or if that's actually official.
It's
yeah.
Just off the top of my head, it sounds like cope. But if there is,
You're right.
in any of the games, if there's anything that suggests that, then that, you know what I mean, then I'm cool with that as a fan. Like, as long as there's some sort of like intention behind it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Christian added some important context for the Castlevania game, by the way, made by Motion Twin, which is the Dead Cells developers, for clarity there. No Code, whatever their new studio name is, Silent Hill will be interesting and most likely good. Bummed it's a traditional looking game. Their previous games are more interesting. That's what Christian said.
To get, I didn't even mention anything about the actual trailer itself. I thought it looks cool though. I should mention that. I thought it looks very cool. Good vibes. I'll probably be checking this out.
Oh yeah. Konami is on a roll on this PlayStation State of Play because they also announced Rev Noir, and the release date is to be announced. It is they announced that it's in development for PlayStation 5, and Konami's upcoming action RPG aims to cultivate the heartfelt moments that define JRPGs.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Rev Noir.
It's good. Rev Noir.
This is just one of those games.
Oh, I'm excited. It's just one of those games. It's going to be one of those games that does all the JRPG tropes. Like they literally just said that, and that's how they sold it. And I'm gonna keep my eyes out for it. But more than likely, I'll probably play it.
Hell yeah.
We'll see.
I hope you enjoy it. I hope you...
Me too.
The next one here was a bit of a surprise. We got an announcement of an untitled John Wick game announced, coming to all modern platforms. And Keanu Reeves is voicing and playing this character of John Wick, of course. So he's reprising his role from the films. So I guess we'll see what this game actually turns out to be. This was very much just like a cinematic piece that we got, but see.
Yeah, there's just like a little bit of gameplay at the end,
Right?
or manufactured gameplay. I don't know if it's actually what we'll be doing.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm excited. This sounds awesome.
Yes.
My only caution is that I hope this plays like a fighting game with like in-depth controls, and it's not just like tap X and then he does like a 4-hit like sort of animation, and then you're just sort of pressing one button and watching cool animations. I want to see some sort of like, I want the gun fu, but I want there to be like an element of like skill to it, if that makes sense.
Is that a word? Gun fu?
That is the moniker that they've coined the John Wick movies.
That's awesome.
So they're not kung fu movies, but they're also not just shooting. He's up in people's faces. He's punching them with guns and doing reloads. That's what people call it, gun fu.
That's awesome. Christian said Gage should play Sifu.
Gage tried Sifu. It's all right.
Speaking of all right, Marathon got a new trailer with a release date of March 5th. It's coming to all platforms. Bungie returned to show Marathon's creepy side in a new horror-ish trailer. They announced a server slam kicking off on February 26th, which is just 8 days away. Gonna be tough when Requiem's out. I think I'll be playing Requiem. I really hope this game does well.
On the 26th as well.
No, Requiem comes out that week, so the 27th. So I guess I may hop in. I may hop into this on the 26th and then Requiem 27th. But yeah, I hope this game does well. I have concerns about this game releasing without being truly ready to go, or fully thought out, I guess. We'll see. But yeah. Okay. We also got an announcement of new PlayStation Plus editions. Marvel Spider-Man 2 joins PlayStation Plus on February 17th, which was yesterday, so it's there now. While the Classics catalog is expanding soon with Tekken, Dark Resurrection, and Time Crisis. Then we got a new trailer for Big Walk. This is the next game from the studio behind Untitled Goose Game, coming to PS5. It continues to look great, according to, this is Game Informer. I've been reading everything from Game Informer, so this is one of those boys games in the middle of the night that we're playing at 3 a.m. and We're not really sure why we're playing it.
Having a great time doing it. It looks fantastic.
We need to coin this like social experience game. Like I don't know. There's got to be a.
The unfriendly term that people say online is friend slop. That's like your lethal
Friend
company
slop. Okay.
slash garden gnome slash content warning.
Okay. Then we got an announcement of, or not an announcement, sorry. Housemarque revealed another Soros trailer. The game is coming out on April 30th. We got a new look at permanent progression systems as well as challenge modifiers coming to the game. Gage, how are you feeling about it? I think you were interested in seeing it.
It looks good. It looks good. I still feel like I want to play through Returnal, which I started and then got distracted with Silent Hill and Arc Raiders as always. But because it does look very similar to, like, you can tell it's using the foundations of Returnal in its gameplay. But no, it looks great. It looks awesome.
Hell yeah. We got an announcement that Unbreakable X-Men are coming to Marvel Token Fighting Souls, which is coming on August 6th. X-Men members Storm, Wolverine, Magic, and Danger are preparing to join the fight in the upcoming fighting game. And then we go into our last two announcements, which are tied together. This will be interesting for our predictions because interesting because I predicted something, but I don't know if it's going to count. God of War Trilogy remake has been announced. No release date, and it seemingly just started development not long ago, so it's going to be a long time probably before we hear more from it. Basically, we just got a splash screen showing us God of War Trilogy remake is coming, as well as the original voice actor for Kratos, T.C. Carson, is rejoining the cast for the remake trilogy. So stay tuned for more on that, I guess. And then we got a new announcement. God of War Sons of Sparta as a stealth drop. It is available right now. Santa Monica Studio. Oh, boom. Okay. Christian, I want you to listen to this right now because this is the first I'm learning of this. When Dan said, I wonder if Santa Monica is actually developing this game or if they're just teaming up with someone. Santa Monica, or wait, maybe I said that about God of War Trilogy remake. Never mind, I'm backing off. I think that was about the remake that we were talking about. Never mind, cancel everything. Cancel everything. I think that was the remake we were talking about. Anyways, Santa Monica Studio has teamed up with Mega Cat Studios to shadow drop a God of War prequel featuring young Kratos and his brother Deimos. Notably, the new 2D action game features a distinct pixel art style. So a brand new God of War game that Sony Santa Monica announced. Dan predicted a new God of War game would be announced. Does this count?
It is a new God of War game.
That's yeah. Actually, let me read exactly what Christian wrote in the doc because I'm curious now. So the exact wording from Christian's doc here says Sony Santa Monica announces their next God of War IP game releasing in 2027. So I got the second part wrong of the release date, but technically
the next God of War IP game.
It says announces their next God of War IP game. So it just says God of War IP. So I feel like that's gonna count. Well, I guess we'll see next year when we grade these results, but I feel like that counts.
I've got opinions on that, but I'm gonna leave them for now.
All right.
I look
So
forward
yeah,
to that episode. Yeah.
yeah, that's gonna be a battle. I could already tell. Yeah, so that was the final announcement from the show.
How do we feel about the show overall?
I personally enjoyed it. Didn't there was no Sonic, so already down a grade just because of that, because there's no Sonic announcement. But I thought it was like a pretty solid show. Not everything spoke to me, but not everything does and should anyway. But I thought there were some pretty solid announcements in there and games that we knew about, good updates. Yeah, I thought it was good. Very solid show, in my opinion. I didn't feel like bored. It wasn't. I thought it was like well paced as well. I didn't feel like it was dragging on too long in certain spots. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
I
thought
agree, and I'll just highlight that I very well paced. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, I was just gonna agree. I think it was. I think it was solid. I think my thing is it was solid, like game updates and a couple of announcements, but like there was not that big thing for me to be excited about. I guess as far as new announcements, and for me, the God of War trilogy remake fell completely flat because they didn't show anything. It was like why even announce that when it's not even barely started development? I feel like that could have waited, but yeah, outside of that, solid.
Baffling. It's like they just decided like 2 weeks ago that they were gonna do it, so they're like, all right, so let's announce that we're doing it, as opposed to like,
Right.
we've started it and the team's happy about it and progress is coming along. Now it's time to announce. It's like, no, we just decided that we're gonna do it, so let's tell everyone. Very strange. The worst kind of announcement trailer where it's just like the logo, right?
Yeah. Indeed. Okay. Eric says John Wick in the chat. I guess he was happy with John Wick. Happy what he saw. So that is our topic of the show this week, gents. Let's dive into our news of the week. Christian asked me to go over these because I forgot. Our OpenCritic predictions from 2025. We're gonna revisit here. I should have did this when we did our predictions for this year, but that's okay. We're gonna wind back the clocks and we're gonna do it right now. I guess before we do that, Christian says God of War remake is a depressing announcement. Too many questions about Sony's blockbuster studios, and their answer is to continue milking franchises for remakes. There you go.
It does feel a little bit like Sony is like, it's almost like a whiff of desperation in terms of like, with how expensive video games have become to make, they're worried about trying new IP. It does seem like they're kind of doubling down on the things that have gotten them to first place in order to stay in first place, as opposed to explore creative ideas. But I mean, we'll see.
We shall see. All right. So now let's go over our 2025 OpenCritic predictions here and see what kind of points we're looking at here. I do shout out to Christian for this spreadsheet that he has put together, because he has it where he just puts in the review scores and then it calculates everyone's points like automatically across the board. So shout out to Christian for putting this together and filling all this out. So we're going to dive right in here. The first game here, Avowed, got an 80 on OpenCritic. Dan predicted 82, which gave me 1 point. So for clarity, if you're 2 points away, you get 1 point. If you're 1 point away, you get 2 points. If you're exactly on, you get 3 points. So 1 point for me. Ro, you missed this episode, I'm guessing, because you did not have any predictions.
Oh, okay.
So
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
That makes sense. That's all right.
Avowed, Avowed. Gage is sitting at an 84, so he got 0 points for that. Christian guessed 86, which was also 0 points. Then we move to a game that I alluded to earlier in the show, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which had a major increase in quality in terms of review scores from the first game. sitting at 87 and was a Game of the Year nominee. I don't think any of us predicted this. Dan, I put a 70. So obviously 0 points.
You put 7-0?
7-0. Well, wait a minute. Wait till you hear the rest of ours here. Gage put 79, so definitely much better, but still not
off,
high
yeah.
80s. Yeah. So also 0 points. And Christian guessed 73, which is also 0 points. We were dead wrong about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Then we moved to Civilization 7 that got an 89 in OpenCritic. I guessed a 90, so I got 2 points for that. Gage guessed 88, so he also got 2 points for that. Christian guessed 92 and got 0 points for that. And then we moved to Like a Dragon Yakuza in Hawaii, which got an 81. I guessed an 87, got me 0 points. Gage guessed 78, which got him 0 points. Christian guessed it spot on 81 for 3 points. Then we moved to Monster Hunter Wilds, which got an 89 on OpenCritic. And Dan guessed an 89, exactly. 3 points for me.
Wow.
Gage guessed 84, which got him 0 points. And Christian guessed 90, which got him 2 points. Split Fiction got a 91 on OpenCritic. I guessed 88, 0 points. Gage guessed 87, 0 points. And Christian guessed 91, exactly 3 points.
Hey, wow.
And then we get to Assassin's Creed Shadows, which was an 81 on OpenCritic. I guessed 78. I was too low on Shadows. What the hell? 0 points. Gage guessed 82. Got him 2 points. And Christian guessed 77, giving him 0 points. Adam Fall was a 75 on OpenCritic. And Dan guessed a 75 on OpenCritic, giving me 3 points. Gage guessed 76, getting him 2 points. And Christian guessed 74, 2 points. We were all around it. Hell yeah. Or I guess I was on it, but we were all around it. South of Midnight got a 77. I guessed 78, which got me 2 points. Gage guessed 81, got him 0 points. And Christian guessed 71, 0 points. Then Claire Obscure Expedition 33. We were way off on this one too. Got a 92 on OpenCritic. I guessed a 76 for 0 points. Gage guessed 75 for 0 points. And yes, Christian Macias guessed 74 for 0 points. That's crazy.
That is insane. That's insane.
Two Game of the Year nominees, and we all guessed in the 70s for both of them.
Right.
So don't ever listen to what we say, guys. Doom: The Dark Ages got an 86 on OpenCritic. I guessed 88, got me 1 point. Gage guessed 86 right on for 3 points. And Christian guessed 89 for 0 points. Elden Ring Night Rain got an 80 on OpenCritic. I guessed 89, 0 points. Gage guessed 88, 0 points. And Christian also guessed 88 for 0 points. FBC Firebreak got a 64 on OpenCritic. I guessed 81. Gage guessed 80. And Christian guessed 79. None of us points. Hell Is Us got an 80 on OpenCritic. I guessed 77 for 0 points. Gage guessed 79 for 2 points. and Christian guessed 78 for 1 point. We had scores for Crimson Desert and Replaced, but neither of those games came out. Hollow Knight Silksong got a 91 on OpenCritic. I guessed 89 for 1 point. Gage guessed 91 exactly for 3 points. And Christian also guessed 91 exactly for 3 points. Metal Gear Solid Delta got 85 on OpenCritic. I guessed 80 for 0 points. Gage guessed 90 for 0 points. And Christian guessed 89 for 0 points. The Outer Worlds 2 got an 83 on OpenCritic. I guessed 86, 0 points. Gage guessed 82 for 2 points. And Christian guessed 86 also was 0 points. Rematch got a 74 on OpenCritic. I guessed 78 for 0 points. Gage guessed 79 for 0 points. And Christian guessed 77 for 0 points. Metroid Prime 4, we were a little off as well. 80 on OpenCritic. And I guessed 90. Gage guessed 92. And Christian guessed 94. All 0 points. Then Ninja Gaiden 4, 82 on OpenCritic. I guessed 81 for 2 points. Gage guessed 81 for 2 points. And Christian guessed 84 for 0 points. Pokemon Legends Z to A, 79 on OpenCritic. I guessed 85, 0 points. Gage guessed 81, 1 point. Christian guessed 81 as well for 1 point. Death Stranding 2. got a 90 on OpenCritic. I guessed 84 for 0 points. Gage guessed 83 for 0 points. And
Wow.
Christian got it spot on 90 for 3 points. Ghost of Yotai got an 87 on OpenCritic. I guessed 85 for 1 point. Gage guessed 84 for 0 points. And Christian guessed 86 for 2 points. Fable did not come out. Mafia, The Old Country got a 74 on OpenCritic. I guessed 80 for 0 points. Gage guessed 79 for 0 points. And Christian also guessed 79 for 0 points. Grand Theft Auto 6 did not come out. Judas did not come out. Our last two here, Borderlands 4 got an 82 on OpenCritic. I guessed 80 for 1 point. Gage guessed 78 for 0 points. And Christian guessed 79 for 0 points. And finally, Mario Kart for Switch 2 got an 87 on OpenCritic. I guessed 90 for 0 points. Gage guessed 91 for 0 points. And Christian guessed 91 for 0 points. So, with all that being said, we now look at the totals here as Christian had hid them with black boxes. And the answers are astounding because it is a tight race here. In last place, I'm sad to say, is myself in last place with
Wow.
17 points.
God is real.
I'm sad. But in second place, which will then determine first place, second place with 19 points is Gage Dempster. And that just means Christian is in first with 20 points. He beat you by 1 point, Gage. 1 point.
He looks good in gold, dude. I'll let him have it.
Oh, gosh. All right, that is our predictions from 2025 revisited. Another chapter closed. All right. Quick bites. We've got a few quick bites real quick here. Arc Raiders has sold 14 million copies, 6 million weekly active users, as well as 960,000 peak concurrent users in January. Very good news from Arc Raiders and continued success for Embark.
I will say, I think not as important as that because that's a huge number to hit. But I think in the same blog post that they released this, they also said that all that extra money is not going to be used to hire new people. It's just going to be used to sustain the project and and fund their next projects, which is exactly what you want to hear. That's the smart decision, right? That so many big companies don't make. So very cool that they're not letting the success get to them and making easy mistakes afterwards.
Yeah, they made 2 really successful games, I feel like, with the finals and then Arc Raiders, so excited to see what else they cooked up. 1,200 Ubisoft staff went on strike last week to protest the recent cost-cutting and studio closure issues that Ubisoft has been pushing. There was a Ubisoft response to this week's walkout, of staff and acknowledged employees' strong feelings prompted by its company's reorganization and cost-cutting scheme. In a statement to IGN, the company said its own records showed that 538 employees went on strike over the last few days, a lower figure than the one stated by Solidaire's Informatic union previously. Well, thanks, Ubisoft. Thanks for clarifying that. It was only 538 people. Who the fuck cares? Get your shit together, Ubisoft. They just had to clarify that. All right. Let's see. Moving on here. Kingdom Come Deliverance has a next-gen update that is available soon. No, it's out now. Sorry. Out now. It is 60 frames per second, ultra quality settings, improved visual assets, and a free upgrade if you own the previous versions for Xbox One or PS4. So very cool for people to get free upgrades there. As well as Avowed also has an anniversary update as well, with 3 new playable races: Dwarves, Orlans, and Amua. New Magic Mirror and Party Camp, New Game Plus, custom difficulty modifiers, new photo mode, and lots more. So two really good updates to some games here. And then one, I think Ro shared this. We got an announcement trailer for Become, a new game coming 2026 where you play as a sperm.
Become.
It looks great. It looks great.
Great.
Could you emphasize that again, Ro? Become.
Become.
I mean, the title is pretty self-explanatory, guys.
That's awesome. Oh my god. Incredible. All right. Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is going dark on April 17th after not meeting expectations. Activision admitting last May that it was unfortunately has not met Activision's expectations, but now we have a specific date as to when it will be taken offline. Interesting. Microsoft bought them for the mobile though, right? Isn't that what they said? Not really doing too well with the mobile. This next bit of news is interesting. Highguard developer Wildlight was apparently being financed and backed by Tencent, which was not revealed until Steven Totillo did some digging and found this out. And it also makes me question, and a lot of other people question, was this why this was the one final thing at the Game Awards? Because Tencent is one of the big players on their board. So, I don't know. It seems like a little fishy. To not disclose that is also a little bit I don't know, scummy.
That's super fishy, and that absolutely should be looked into. That's kind of a crazy twist that I did not see coming. I really thought the angle was just Jeff got to play something and was really excited about it, but I mean, I should have guessed that the real world is much scummier than that.
Yeah.
That's a shame. I mean, it wouldn't. It's just bad because he hit it. Like, I think that's the. I don't know if he hit it is the right word, but the fact that it wasn't known, like that Tencent was backing this game. I feel like if it was just out in the open, it wouldn't be as bad as it seems now. But I feel like it just makes it more sketchy that we didn't know until Stephen Totilo reported it.
Right.
It just feels even more like they were trying to hide something when it doesn't seem like something that you really need to hide if you're being honest about it. We already know how the game industry works, and if that's how you want to run your own show, then just be open about it, I guess.
Right.
It's not gonna
Right.
Yeah.
Indeed. Give us some transparency.
Yeah.
Our next quick bite. Sam Fisher and Solid Snake have joined the roster of Rainbow Six Siege, with David Hayter returning for his voice of Solid Snake. There is a different voice actor for Sam Fisher, voiced by Jeff Teravainen, who is a Canadian actor, apparently. Didn't know that. There you go. Replaced is getting one final short delay, as they announced today. We have an important update to share regarding the launch of Replaced. After a lot of back and forth, we have decided to shift our release date to April 14th, 2026. As a small team working on our very first title, we've poured everything we have into this project. While the game is technically finished, reaching this final stretch has shown us that we need just a few more weeks to ensure the experience is exactly what you deserve. We want the version of Replaced you play on day one to be polished, stable, and true to the vision we've shared with you. The response to our Steam demo has been the ultimate fuel for us. To be honest, putting it out there was nerve-wracking, but seeing your gameplay, reading your reviews, and hearing your excitement has been overwhelming in the best way possible. We're constantly reading your comments, and that feedback is helping us make the final tweaks that will make the full game shine. Your patience and support over the years have meant the world to us. Many of you have followed us on this journey every step of the way, and seeing your passion is what makes these final days and nights of development worth it. We are super close to the finish line, and we can't wait for you to experience the final results of years of hard work. And if you'd like a first glimpse of Replaced before the big day, the demo is still live on Steam. See you on April 14th. Boom. That game's going to be fucking amazing. Amazing. 10 out of 10. They delayed it a few.
Skin in the game.
They delayed it a few weeks to make it a 10 out of 10 game. That's fucking right.
Right.
All right. Kirsten Bell has been announced to be voicing Amy in Sonic 4, the movie. Gage. Ro, you were looking for Sonic news. Here we are.
There we go. Yeah, sweet, and it's good Sonic news. I'm happy about this casting. I could definitely see it. Kristen Bell's a pretty great voice actor. She's been in a couple games. I think she's been in Assassin's Creed and
It's
some
the
other
OG
stuff.
Assassin's Creed, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lucy.
My favorite Amy. Oh, Lucy. Oh, Lucy.
Right?
I don't know
From Assassin's Creed.
I just noticed she
That's her character in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. But what was I gonna say?
Sorry.
Yeah, I could definitely see it. I can see it. No, it's okay. Lisa Ortiz, that's what I was gonna say. Lisa Ortiz is my favorite voice actor for Amy. So that would have been awesome if she got to play her in this movie. Because I think they got one of the voice actors for Tails to play Tails, which was great. But Lisa Ortiz hasn't been Amy in like years though, so it wouldn't make sense. But I just wanted to bring that up. She was my favorite. But yeah, I could see that. I could see Kristen Bell doing a good job as Amy. So I'm happy with that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I feel like they've had really good casting for all of their main roles in Sonic. I'm excited for this too, Ro. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I am also excited though about this last one. If this ends up being true, our last quick bite is Fox McCloud in Super Mario Galaxy, the movie. Nintendo may be teasing a cameo from Star Fox leader Fox McCloud, as fans have been slowing down freeze frames of the most recent trailer. And there's one like clip from 1 second where it shows the side of a character where it looks like a holster for a gun that looks like it could be Fox McCloud's gun, and the shot that they show, it purposely cuts off like right at that character, and people were saying like the framing of it makes sense that there should be another character there. So yeah, if Fox McCloud shows up, Dan's gonna fucking lose his shit in that theater. I love Fox McCloud.
That'd be crazy. And it is like it's a galaxy. It's like space based
Exactly.
movie.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's get maybe Fox like flies him in outer space. He flies Mario and Luigi out.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Sick.
Better in April.
All right, let's jump into our Fantasy Critic check-in here, guys. Fantasy Critic check-in. We have 2 acquisitions here from Magpie 512, which is, of course, Christian Macias's team. He acquired the game Mina the Hollower with a bid of $4. And he also... Sorry, what, Ro?
I just said, dang it. He snatched that as soon as he got that 2026 release date, which is smart.
He did. Yep. He did. I think I bid on it last year and then it didn't come out. And I was like, well. And then he also acquired the game Castlevania Belmont's Curse, which was also announced at that state of play with a bid of $4 as well. Okay. So, what do we got here? I don't know if this score has changed since last week, but I'll just read it out again since this game came out last Wednesday. Romeo is a dead man. Ro, you still are sitting at 74 with 4 points for that.
Yes. Yeah, I think it went up by 1 point.
Okay, well then that's an improvement. Yeah.
Hey.
But, Ro, that's not all for this week, because tomorrow you also have Demon Tides coming out. There's no reviews out yet for it, but more on the way.
Yeah. I'm hoping enough people review it. It is a smaller title, but this developer is pretty good at making platformers, so I'm hoping that people have played his older games, are excited for the new one, and review it well, and it's good.
Hell yeah. And I have good news for this next one that's coming down the line, which is Resident Evil Requiem coming next Friday for my team. And I am getting word, I'm getting word that review embargo for Resident Evil Requiem, this is live, I'm hearing this right now through my earpiece. Review embargo lifts on February 25th at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. So we will have scores for you next Wednesday for Resident Evil Requiem. Huge. And then March, we have one game in March, which is Gage's team, uncreator.gov, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, coming on March 13th. And that is all of our February and March games. Not much in February or March, but our April is cooking. Our April is packed. Just say that. All right, so currently standings, Christian and Dan are both tied for last place with 0 points. We've both not had any games release. And then the next one would be Ro in second place with 21 points, and you've had 3 games release. And in first place, and everyone knows this is temporary, Gage Dempster, UncRaider.gov, is in first place with 31 points right now with 2 games released. You're off to a great start. I'll give you it.
Before anyone has a chance to rig the rules and have some sort of back alley deals with the league coordinators, this is when everything is fair. I'm in the lead. You're absolutely right, Dan.
Oh, God.
You're absolutely correct.
What? How were the previous 4 years not fair? I'd love to hear this.
I'll put something together and I'll get back to you.
All right.
I'll think of something.
All right. We'll wait with bated breath on that. Okay. Let's move into what you got for me. What you got for me, Dan? Well, Dan, I'm still a piece of shit, and I've still only played Arc Raiders. I feel like I'm on repeat at this point, and I've forgotten how to play any other video game. And yeah, pretty much just call me a piece of shit, because that's all I play anymore is Arc Raiders. So yeah, I apologize for that. That's all I got. Ro, what you got for me?
I've also been playing just one game recently. I've been playing Animal Crossing in my free time ever since the update came out. Yeah, still enjoying it. Still Animal Crossing with just a few little changes. So me and Kirik are back into Animal Crossing, having a great time. My girlfriend also has been playing it, so we've been visiting each other's islands, and she's been helping me a lot since I started over. I completely started over, so she's been giving me bells and money and stuff to help me rebuild my island. She's my island's biggest sponsor. But yeah, it's fun. I'm having a good time.
She's
Eric also started his own island.
She's your island's biggest donor too. She's spending all the money there.
Absolutely. There's going to be a statue that's going to be raised in her honor.
Kirik needs to join your island to help you out too. Just saying.
Apparently, he said in the chat that he started over too, so he might need our help.
That's
to give him some bells.
That's true. Oh my god! I just saw what Glenn typed in the chat when I talked about the replaced release date, and he said, Dan, would you say that they replaced the original date? Emphasis on replaced.
You know he's giggling up a storm right now.
Jeez, Glenn. Incredible. I did actually forget one game after I said that that's all I played and I'm a piece of shit. I did forget one game, and that was Minecraft that we played on the day after my birthday. There was a whole Discord of everyone in there that was playing. Justin, Gage, Christian, and Sheldon. We were all, and Glenn and me, and we were all playing on a Minecraft server and just building a world. We were building a city. That was it.
Just like that, we transported back to 2009.
Yeah. Incredible. A great survival game. Gage, what you got?
Did I already talk about how I rolled credits on Silent Hill 2? I think I did. Silent Hill
I think you did, yeah.
I think I did, yeah. So aside from that, I'm right there with you, Dan, in terms of just being on that Arc Raiders grind. I think I have pretty much everything I need to get done for this wipe done. And so I'm just playing it for the love of the game, and God, do I love that game. And Minecraft, which is this a great survival game, is a silly question. I think it's more like, is this the greatest survival game ever mechanically designed? And I feel like I'm leaning towards yes. This game does everything almost perfectly in terms of core gameplay. And I think Christian said this a few times. during that night and after, which is that I immediately was like locked in and like invested in our world. Like maybe 30 minutes into us playing, as soon as we started and people weren't just building dirt huts, and instead I heard like 3 different people say, "I'm gonna go scout for a really good area to build." I was like, "Okay, we're back. We're so back." And we were, and we are.
Are we going to continue that world, or is it going to die?
Absolutely, we are.
Oh, wow.
It's not gonna die.
It's
never gonna die.
We'll have to bring Ro in and have him build out a section of the world too.
Oh, that's such a good idea. That's such a good idea.
I'm sick.
What?
I'm sick that day. That's crazy.
Wow. Oh,
I needed to cough, and I took my opportunity to make it. Oh God.
shit.
I'm kidding.
Glenn said, "So Dan, it wasn't just that day. We played twice on the weekend. I'm not just a logger during the week. I'm a logger
great.
with the boys on the weekend." There you go.
That's true. That's
I
true.
have
Glenn
to-
immediately started. You like to roast me on the podcast for working in my spare time, but Glenn immediately started doing what he actually does for a living in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
And God bless him for doing it, because we desperately needed wood for all of our building.
Well, hang on, Ro. Let's just clarify this, because Dan didn't need shit, because Dan immediately, when we found our area that we scouted, Dan's like, "I'm looking at that mountain right there, and I'm seeing an evil lair right now." So Dan climbed up the mountain and started building an evil lair by himself. I got all my resources. I built everything myself.
He immediately what he's leaving out is that he immediately became hostile and reclused himself from the rest of the group. Everybody else we're down there doing like, stranded. We're stranded on an ocean. We start, working as a team, coming up with communal living systems, and Dan immediately scurries off into the mountain like Gollum and says, "I'm gonna build myself an evil lair."
Exactly.
An evil lair. An evil lair.
An evil
He said
lair.
that. He
I did
willingly
say that.
said this is gonna be an evil lair.
I did say that. Yeah. 100%. Kirik says he loves Minecraft as well.
Based. Incredibly based.
And then he says, "Who's this Dan guy? He sounds resourceful." Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh man, and then Glenn's yelling at you now, Ro. He said, "It will never die." And Ro, how could you say that? We gotta punch in.
I gotta punch in. Lock in, punch in, sign in. I gotta do it.
All the things.
All the ins.
All right, is that it, gentlemen?
I think that's it.
That's it, okay. Well then, thank you again to everyone joining us live on YouTube and Twitch, as well as podcast services everywhere, including Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, Spotify, and everywhere else you get your podcasts. Thank you, Ro. Thank you, Gage. I am Daniel, and this has been Podcast PXN, and we are out. Much love, and keep on gaming.
See ya.
Adios.